You choose.
Now, the next match is introductions of two new, I guess, WrestleMania debuts for two more guys, Mr. Perfect and the Blue Blazer. Maria,
Yes.
who were you rooting for?
Um, who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the Blue Blazer.
The Blue Blazer.
Is
Okay.
that a
What?
surprise?
Yeah, it is. Because, well, I guess not because you do tend to like luchadors.
Lucha. Yeah.
So maybe that shouldn't have been more of a surprise. I think at this time I was going for Mr. Perfect
Okay.
because he was perfect. And maybe they don't have the vignettes now, but maybe they'll have them in time for WrestleMania 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you will enjoy seeing the career of Mr. Perfect.
Can't wait. But yeah, like you said, lucha vibes. So I was definitely rooting for Blue Blazer and his cool blue name.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Blue Beetle,
Oh.
little different. Still interested in watching it though. Oh, I was going to ask
Oh.
you, were there luchas at this time?
There were luchas, and spoiler alert for my wife,
Thanks,
because
Ray.
Raymond puts the comment in the Facebook live chat. Is this the first WrestleMania you guys covered where both of the guys in this match are dead?
What?
Um, if I have to tell her who the Blue Blazer actually is, Ray, that kind of spoils things further ahead.
Oh.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, so what did I find out? I found out randomly, don't ask me why, that Mr. Perfect's dad has a 24-inch neck.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like my father and some of my uncles. They always had a hard time getting colored shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was a good reverse by the Blue Blazer. I really enjoyed seeing him move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was some good back and forth between the Blue Blazer. And they almost botch. They almost have a botch there, where the Blue Blazer is gonna get like a arm drag or a hip toss be done to him,
Yeah.
and he tries to reverse it, and he almost lands awkwardly, and then Mr. Perfect gets thrown out of the ring. The Blazer goes for a splash, but Mr. Perfect gets his knees up and starts working on him. There's a reverse chin lock for like a minute until they get up and the Blazer rallies. The Blazer gets a crucifix bomb and a near fall. The Blazer gets distracted, arguing with the ref because of the near fall. And Mr. Perfect takes advantage and lands the Fisherman Suplex, which is here known as the Perfect Plex, for the 1-2-3 pin and win.
Well, I mean, what do I like about this match? I like that the Blue Blazer has blue flames on his white boots.
Mm-hmm.
That's fashion. Also, I saw that Blazer got blocked by Mr. Perfect with his knees. And anytime anyone gets blocked with knees, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, that must hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kudos to Mr. Perfect for chewing gum during the whole match.
Yeah.
There were just also a lot of cool people in this audience. So if you do rewatch this Mania, just notice that there's like a lot of cool 1970 mafioso looking people in there. So they look super cool.
Yeah, right. It's like a bunch of Teamsters are all there, right? And they're all, I think, all around Trump too.
That is, yeah, that's one thing I noticed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Ray points out in our Facebook Live that Larry the Axe Hennig was an AWA legend, which was Vern Gagne's promotion up in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And Joe Hennig, I'm not sure if you remember, but there was a tag team with Curtis Axel.
Yeah.
And he was Mr. Perfect's son.
Okay.
So he's saying that Joe Hennig, Mr. Perfect's son, had his name be Curtis Axel.
Wow.
So it was an homage to not only to his grandfather, who was named the Axe.
Okay.
That's where we get Axel. But his father, who was Kurt Hennig. So it was amalgamation.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but we see Perfect win, right? And I'm vibing with the crowd. They're really excited. I can't say that they're excited, but I'm not a fan of this win. Are you?
I mean, that's all up to the Blue Blazer. That's on the Blue Blazer because he gets distracted by, not getting the 1-2-3 pin.
Right.
And eventually it kind of falls in line with the character that the Blue Blazer actually gets exposed to actually being, because that's a character trait that follows that particular wrestler for the rest of his career.
I like that he questioned the referee.
Yeah, not a lot of people question the referee when they're heels, and that's when a lot of the psychology, of putting someone over if you're the heel for the baby face type of thing can be done and make the match a little bit better. Comment from Anthony from our YouTube live stream. One of the best matches ever, Road Warriors against Verone, Von Reich, and Kurt Hennig.
Ooh.
Okay, I had to check that one out.
Me too. I'm like, that's exciting.
Okay, so